Hello viewers, welcome to Adventures with Dan. In today's video we're going to be cycling up North Main Street here in Dayton, Ohio. It's been about 10 months since we've done a video here, and we're going to check the progress. I know they're doing some street construction, so I don't know if we're going to be able to navigate too easily. But yeah, it's been about 10 months since I did a video previously on this street. And it was pretty dilapidated. A lot of abandoned buildings and houses, and I expect to see much the same. But I do know that the city has been working on this area. And they are starting with accessibility, obviously. So they're redoing the sidewalks and repaving the street here on North Main. So hopefully, once they improve the walkability and drivability of the area, that will bring in some developers to buy up some of these abandoned buildings and fix them up and such. And you know, this is it's in progress, so it will take some time to turn this area around. I just think it's kind of odd for a city to allow their main street to become so dilapidated. Because in my days of travel, every time I went to a new city or a new town, I always thought, where's Main Street? Main Street should be your focal point that draws people in to get some sort of an idea of your city. This, as you see here, abandoned building. But when we look at this abandoned building, it's structurally sound. It's structurally still in good shape. And as mentioned, you see they're redoing the sidewalks here, so maybe somebody in the near future will come along and buy that building up and turn it into a business. Here's an abandoned apartment building. The city can only do so much. The city can improve the infrastructure, like the sidewalks, like this new sidewalk we're on now. They can improve the street, but they don't control things. Well, actually they do in some forms or the other, but they don't completely control things in the private sector. And of course there's more abandoned houses and apartments over here. So it's going to take, private individuals looking to open a new business to really bring this place back to its former glory. see behind the mini mart there, looks like an abandoned industrial building. There's another abandoned house there, or apartment I should say. Kind of interesting, it has that metal smokestack. Another abandoned building here. Looks like a mixed use building, residential and business. Another abandoned building there, or I'm sorry, house with a business storefront. This used to be a Family Dollar, which, as you see, is no longer here. In the days before my time, this area was one of the most densely populated business areas in the city. Even when I was growing up in the 80s and 90s, there were a lot of these buildings were operational with businesses, and a lot of these houses were occupied with residents. This place right here was once a beautiful home. It has not one but two cupolas. I mean, there are some businesses. We've seen the mini mart back there. We have the African market right there. Here's another abandoned industrial building. This used to be a firehouse. Clearly there was obviously a car accident up here ahead of us. That building right there that says Gem City used to be a Rite Aid. Well, I think they're maybe conducting a raid or something, maybe. Not too sure. Can I go?
Yeah, you probably just gotta go left.
All right, thanks.
Just go the long way around down there. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Well, I don't want to be on this side of the street. Funnel cakes. Oh shit. Hello. What's happening?
Stuff.
It's always stuff happening.
Yeah.
That guy's a sharpshooter. Looks like he's got a rifle. Not too sure what's going on there. It can't be a standoff. If it was, we'd see the news crews.
Already went and popped somebody.
Pretty sure these guys are probably ICE, so they're probably doing an ICE raid, would be my guess. They must have whoever they are looking for in custody, or that individual is not here, because the sharpshooter there has lowered his weapon. It's really hard telling. But I suspect it to be like an ICE raid. Alright guys, we're back. I had to take a pause for a minute and see what was going on there. A lot of heavy police presence. It looks like military uniform officers. It's probably an ICE raid of some sort. I'll link my old video of this street here in the comments, and you can see that even in 10 months there have been some improvements regarding infrastructure like the sidewalks. Some of these sidewalks were terribly deteriorated and falling apart. So all these buildings here on our right are all abandoned, not in use. There used to be a club there. I don't know if it still is. I highly doubt it. And this whole building here is clearly abandoned. This here is the St. Clair neighborhood. Now 10 months ago, those all that is plywood that just says pizza. It's not a real business. And as you see, since they've been put up, the taggers have come behind them and tagged them up. But this is Main Street, you know, this is Main Street of our city. This should be, in my opinion, one of the best kept, most well-maintained areas. 'Cause at least when I go visit, like I said, when I visit a new town or city, I want to know where Main Street is. Because what your Main Street looks like, in my opinion, is how I determine what I think of your city. If I didn't know Dayton, Ohio, and I came to this city and I saw this, I'm like, man, this city's a shithole. And in fact, in some ways, Dayton is not the greatest city, but then in many other ways, it's also not a terrible city. A lot of great stuff to offer in this city. They just need to try to get this area of Main Street back together, make it more inviting. I don't know what they're installing there. Anybody know what that thing is? Oh, some kind of a radio tower. That's the fire station. Oh, he's putting up the trolleys. See, he just pulled off of that side street on electricity or on battery power because they don't have trolley lines on that side street. So once he pulls out on Main Street, he can put his trolleys up and go ahead and switch to the electricity. So such situations make these eco-smart trolley buses pretty convenient in that regard. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did and you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. Turn on your notifications if you want to stay informed of my future uploads. Hit the like button. It helps YouTube promote my video to more viewers. It helps my videos reach the algorithm. As always, I hope everybody's having a beautiful day and a great week. Until next time.